Text2. I'm going to rapidly show you a whole bunch of features that are new to Text2 over the original text in Visualworks. Multiple kinds of alignments, all the standard ones, and it's also pluggable if you want to add your own. Obviously left alignment, right alignment, center alignment, and justify. It's also multilingual with bidirectional content. So if you are right to left content, you will in fact get the alignments flipped. So the left alignment actually becomes right, the right alignment becomes left. Lots and lots of colors. There are many built-in adornments, and it's also pluggable to add new kinds of adornments as required. For example, underline, double underline, jagged underline. It's also strike through, overline, shadows. We can also specify a color for the adornment, like so. A line of content can have multiple font heights, such as this line here, where we go from 32 down to tiny little 4. Different kinds of fonts, from Helvetica to Arial to Sans, and also share the line with images, such as these ones here, which also adjust the line height. Therefore, we also have vertical alignment. Here is the bottom of the line, the baseline, and the top. The baseline is the shared baseline between all the different fonts. Here it is more dramatic, bottom, baseline, and top. And also with the images, smaller image shared with a bigger image on the same line. Individual content can have a mixture of these styles. An underline, in this case, blue coloring, but also annotations. Is this really a hyperlink? Click to find out. I am a hyperlink. Not only can we include images in the document, but also lists. Here is an example of 3 different types of lists, starting with bulleted lists, going to Roman numeral lists, and into katakana lists. Here we can see an example of sub-content on the same paragraph. This is inserted with a Shift Enter, as opposed to an Enter. We can also use Tab at the start of the line to control the depth of an item, like so. Text2 supports multilingual content with bidirectional content. Here we have a document that contains English, Latin language, as well as Hebrew and Arabic. Here we have Arabic and English, Hebrew and English mixed together on the same line. Watch as the selection moves between 2 different content directions. The Hebrew in this case is right to left content, while the English is left to right. We also have the ability to override the direction of content. Here we have said that this English word is actually right to left, and so it goes backwards. The same is true of this Hebrew word here, which says Hebrew. The regular word here from right to left is then turned into the opposite direction inside these brackets. Here you can see that English followed by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, when put into the Arabic, is still 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, followed by the Arabic word. So it's right to left, but then the numbering system is still left to right. This is some of the interesting capabilities here. And also we have the ability to specify the default direction of a paragraph. Here it deduced that the Hebrew was right to left content, but we can force that paragraph to take a different direction, in this case left to right. Here are some bonus settings that this widget comes with, such as drawing line numbers, which isn't so useful for Smalltalk programming, but is useful for other applications. Line striping, a commonly requested feature that allows even and odd lines to have different background colors. And showing hidden characters, such as new lines, here in the light green, and tabs, here in the light green here. We can also control whether the selection is drawn, or whether the input cursor is gone. Hidden cursor. Let's try showing the cursor but hiding selection. We will select this entire section and delete it, and there we go. We never saw the actual selection. We also have read-only mode, and we can also turn off word wrapping. Here is a quick example of some Smalltalk coding that has syntax highlighting. We've actually borrowed this from the existing syntax highlighter and applied it using Text2 styles. Here we have an assortment of input editors. These are like input fields except using new Text2. In this particular example, we have a default content that appears whenever we have no content in here. That's useful for things like search boxes or other such input fields that you wish to prompt users about. Here we have regular input field filtering, which limits us to, in this case, 10 characters only. And finally, we also have passwords, which makes sure that the content is always displayed as stars. These new widgets can be added from the UI Painter. Here we have a document view for read-only documents, a document editor for editing documents, and a input editor for single line input